Good evening. Hello to everyone out there in the world. Today I'll be coming to y'all also as a political figure out here in this world to talk about what's going on in LA. I just got word on what's going on, so all night I just been looking over videos and footage and seeing what's been going on. And I'm gonna just get my opinion on it from Tacoma Park side. I'm over here on the East Coast. Man, protesting first of all, man. First of all, I wish everybody would be safe and nobody gets hurt. Uh, first off, but this gonna be kind of to the left. It's probably something you probably never heard of before, or to some it might sound foreign. But these protests that's been going on, this ain't the first one. And like I said, all this, uh, like I talk about, all this is going since the pandemic, since COVID, y'all. It's when all this protesting and all this movement starts to happen. And like I said, y'all, you got to realize one thing: these are nothing but kids. You don't see the original founders who, you don't see the grandmothers who came over here from different countries, or grandfathers, or the aunts, or the uncles that's now great grandparents. You don't see them out here on this front line. Even in their country, when it was time to protest, they would never protest in this fashion. They knew not to cross a certain line because of the military or what they might face. And when they came to this country, they came for opportunity so their great grands can have a way in a better life. Not for them to be out here acting this way. It's not where it stemmed from. Not at all. Not at all. And these kids, we gave them too much power. We gave them too much of how we say, we put the battery in their back from. I'm trying to watch my words here, y'all. We gave them too much leeway in the world, in life. So you can't really say anything to them. If you say one thing to them, oh, it's time to go protest. Let's go. Let's go tear some stuff down. It's like that kid that sits in his room and his parents, you get in trouble, you get a E, and your parents like, you can't come out, go in your room. And you go in your room, you start what kids do. They start tearing up their bedroom, punching holes in the wall, tearing down posters. So that's these kids, y'all. But now they able to walk into the free world and do what they want to do. And then another thing is, like I call them the juicers, because these are the ones that came from the COVID shots. Where your card at? These the ones that had to was getting 4 shots. And once again, man, much love to everybody who stood up to the COVID and didn't get none of them jabs, and I'm one of them. That's a whole nother story, that we stood up and didn't take the jabs at all. They filled them up with that juice. They put that juice in them. So this the after, ain't no more juice. What happened when you take some kind of drug and it start to wear off? You start to go crazy. That's what these kids are doing. So let's get to the protesting part of this, man. These kids need to put a jumbotron out there so they can see what real protesting is. Instead of calling more guards and more Navy and more Army and Aquaman, put a big jumbotron out there, block that off with all security, police, so they can't tear that down, and just let them see what real protesting is. The protest to stand up to something, to fight for something, right? And it's not burning down things. It's not tearing down stores. It's not all that, because most of these stores are belonged by the ones who came to this country and built a way for the families to have something. And and one thing about it is, these home businesses are on their last dime. They're on their last penny trying to survive. Some didn't even survive coming out of the pandemic. Didn't even make it. So this is all a program for y'all to go and tear down these places and run up in these stores and loot. And who you gonna sell it to? What, you gonna wear it? Who you gonna sell it to? Nobody got money these days, man. Who you gonna sell it to? So then what happens? The families that did support and was living off generations off the store, now y'all just took them all out of business. Y'all just made it worse for them. So then what happens? The big boys now, come on in and buy all that up. So they really just playing all into their hands. That's all they doing is playing into their hands for, I call it a makeover, the makeover a city. And they don't even know it because in their mind, they just thinking about getting out there, looting and acting crazy, getting arrested, fighting. But much love to the ones that is out there protesting. I can't sit here and say that they all doing that because I'm not out there. I'm just watching from the outside. But to the ones that is out there doing it the right way, salute to you guys, because I know we are overpowered by the massive, and there's still some good ones out here that's still doing it the right way. So that's all it is, y'all. There's kids, the protesting. When the great Dr. King gave his speech, you had people coming from the South and school buses. They was walking for days with picket signs in their hands. It meant something. On top of all the other protesters that happened back in the days, y'all, it was different. They stood there with their picket signs, singing. Even in foreign countries, same thing. They standing there. They barricade their neighborhoods, their barrios. We standing here. We standing firm. They protecting these stores. They protecting the mom and pops in them stores because you know why? The mom and pop stores the one giving them water, giving them soap, giving them something to provide while they protesting. You think they would turn around and stop burning down these stores? And half of these people that's in these videos, not even illegal immigrants, y'all. They citizens. When they give them that piece of paper, African American, whatever your name is, your race is on there. You click Latin American, you click that on there. So they just out here making it even worse for the ones that's here illegal, that's out here working day by day, helping build this beautiful country, man. They making it worse for them. So then what happens? They get rebellious and they go to where they know where to get them at. They gonna go get them at the places. I'm not even gonna say it, but y'all been seeing it. They know where to go find them at and locking them up and sending them back. The ones that's supporting and making money for their family. But these kids here, the juiced up kids, they just want to be a part of something. That's all this stems from, you guys. All these kids just want to be a part of something. That's why now you see more kids that's dating the same race. That's a fad, man. You never used to see that. That wasn't back. You can't tell me all these kids was born this way. It's a fad. Kids do what is popular. They do what's popular. They feel like they need to stand up for something because they couldn't stand up in the house against their parents when their parents told them to go clean the dishes. Go clean the dishes, take out the trash. Now they get rebellious. Oh, you know what? If I walk into the school, if I go grab my parents' gun, walk into the school, you know what? I'm gonna be on TV tomorrow. And then what other kids they sit there, and I blame the media as well. The media but like I say, the media plays a part in it all to give them that battery to do what they're doing. The media will sit there and put that in their mind, and the kid that's being bullied at school, what they call him is being bullied, will see that, like, oh, yeah, my dad also has a shotgun. I know where it's at. Take that to school. Take that to school thinking, oh, I'm going to be on TV tomorrow. No, they're going to respect me. That's all these kids here, y'all. Just a different form. Is it going to get better? Just giving y'all my conclusion on top of this. There's so much I can say and talk about because I'm actually in the political field. I usually just sit in the back and just watch. But I felt like where I'm at in life, it's time for me to talk up and speak up and say things because I see it from a different angle than what other people talking about, like who analyze these things and talk about it, and some people listen to them, but it's not the case. It's not the case at all. It's deeper than what people really think it is, man. And but will it get better? No, it's not. It's not going to get better because at the end of the day, they blaming one person. They blaming one person, y'all. One person for all of this. Which is crazy, man. They blaming one person, right? And that's all it stems from. But no matter what that one person does, he can be doing everything right. They still want to find a way because also coming out of the pandemic, like I said, I refer everything to the pandemic during COVID. We turned everything into race. It was never like that before. It was never like this before. And most of these people are new political analysts, political leaders. Everybody knows everything about politics now. Before COVID, before the Obama era, nobody even knew anything about the president. They didn't even know where the Capitol was at. They ain't know nothing about no U.S. Capitol, no White House. You know how many other stuff's been going on in this country with other countries like Ethiopia here? How many other stuff, China, you know how many other stuff been going on? A lot of other things, man, been happening. But since leaving into the pandemic, I ain't even gonna talk about all of it, but transition to all of this, it brung all of this and it turned it all into race. Everything is about race. And then the media push it about race. And then we had movies about racism. And it brainwashed everybody. That's all it did. It brainwashed. So you really can't say nothing about nothing because you get these kind of situations. Right? And really, at the end of the day, in this situation, you are an illegal immigrant into a country. I can't go into Dubai and just walk around and start working. They will send me back. You can't do that. But you let it go on for years. It's been years. It's been years, y'all. It's been years. So most of these kids walking around here, they are American citizens. Yeah, they're heritage. They are wherever they from. But yeah, they citizens, you guys. So yeah, I don't think it will ever change at this point. I do believe it's going to get worse. I do believe that. It will get worse, man. It will get worse. But I think people like me, and I'm pretty sure there's other ones out there that can come together and educate it and try to help it, not just sit in the background and try to educate on how to protest, on how to make things better. But doing it this way is not the way, man. Like even with this video, let's look. Then they attack, and then it's the police against them. All right, let's see this one. Look, all that smoke going up, all that pollution is going straight up in the air, man. They ain't seeing none of that, just burning stuff. They polluting. Like, come on, man. And that's why it be snowing out California now. Beautiful place, man. To live and die in LA. Look, they done sprayed up the whole streets. Look, F-Ice. You not one, is ICE out there? Do they got ICE members out there? Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and be one-sided. Yeah, it's the way the ICE is, they got a job to do. But the way they doing it, and some of the videos I've been seeing it, yeah, they wrong too. I ain't gonna sit here and say it one way. Yeah, ICE been, the way they've been trick bagging people and snatching people up, and it's the way you gotta do things. And the military guys are just so, they juiced up on that other stuff, so they just, they're a problem as well, but you got to realize they brainwashed as well. So they robots. Push the button. They just out to do what they have to do. They got no heart. They don't got no heart in them, man. And they know you can't be like, dang, that was wrong what ICE did. They have no heart. If they had a heart, they wouldn't even be in that position. Yeah, it's a job. You wouldn't even be doing that. This is wild, man. All right, they go sign. Somebody got to sign up. What it says? Can't even read it. Look, all those people right there should have signs up. Out of all of them, look, only one person had one sign up, like I was saying, that he probably sat there last night and wrote on that board. See all the people? Only one person I saw with a sign with a written down on something. That's how it is. So I really can't take it away from a person like that. One out of this whole group that really is here to protest, and he's standing firm on 10. You gotta appreciate that. Can we go back to him? Where he at? There you go, right there. Whatever his signs say. He can say whatever he want to say. But don't come and spray paint on property. You go and put it on that. Look at that. He's standing there holding that. Look, whoever he, she, whatever. Look, just standing there holding it. That's a protest right there. That's what it is. That one person right there, whoever that one person is, let me see. I don't see no other signs, just flags waving, cameras out. See, the COVID kids, they got their mask on. They know what to do. They got their mask on. It ain't for smoke. They know they COVID kids, man. They got that mask. They jabbed up, man. Four jabs on your card. Where your card at, man? Pull your COVID card out. Pull out your COVID card, man. But you have a blessing. That's my point on it, man. And it's my first time getting back speaking on something, man. But much prayers and the man above, man. Please watch over all of them. Go.